So welcome back to Phoenix Reborn, a 3v3 charity tournament hosted by Boit. And we've got Team Fade2 here on the top side. Icaro playing in the pink trunks as Hades. Player playing in the blue trunks as Zeus. And Squash playing in the yellow trunks as Kronos. All their opponents today. Team UCA. On the lower side, we got Kronos, light blue trunks picked by Swiss Boy. Musameli, green trunks Aranos. And Hero OP, red trunks Hades. So another Mediterranean game. Early docks for all of our players. So everyone's just gathering from herdables rather than going on the hunts in order to make sure that they can go for, or other than Hero, in order to make sure they can go for as many boats as possible early on. So Squash deconstructing Swiss Boy's dock, but he's just rebuilding it. Swiss Boy returning the favour, he's going to deconstruct Squash's dock. So we'll probably see our Kronos players reuse that power again on the docks later on into the game. But for now, not going to be a lot of action while our players sort of forced to work towards classical age before they're able to field any warships. Musameli's found quite a few pigs there. It's actually gone on the huntable now. Being Atlantean, it's probably a little bit easier to try and take them. Don't need as many workers there. It's Hero. Already a couple of low villages. I'll say Misso's already got the gold he needs. Just about everyone will have finished off the temples by now, be looking to take their classical age now. Player trying to do a bit of scout harass here. Might actually be able to get this citizen if he's lucky. Citizen will probably be safe to make it back to the town centre in time. Squash has actually got oracles here as well, though. It'll tank a bit of damage for the scout. So, Squash has actually shifted his temple forward. So his Age Up Promethean has spawned over here. Squash looking to push on the water into Swiss Boy. Karo and Hero just sort of doing the dance. Musameli gonna back up Hero while Player is actually gonna back up Squash, so a bit of a 2v1 situation on both sides of the water at the moment. Squash probably overextending a little bit there, trying to get that bireme that Swiss Boy microed back. Musameli have to deal with some harass here from Squash. I believe it's actually just shifted his temple straight back home now. So Player shifted over now to try and... Sorry, Musameli shifted over now to try and help out Swiss Boy on the water here against Squash and Player. Over on the top side, more of a 1v1 now between Hero and Akaro. Both players in their restoration god power there. Hero's finishing up slightly later, so I think he might actually come out of this a little bit favoured. Shockwave power use on the water by Musameli. Squash trying to go for some harassment again on the land. Hero just keeping an eye on that expansion town centre. Akaro doing the same. Bit of a breakdown and fighting over there. The water on the top side, both the players just retreating, but now looks like Akaro is going to move in as well. Just waiting for the opportunity to strike. Squash managed to keep everything alive, but he's had to back out while Musameli's now got the same little hit squad of 3 Hero Oracles and the 2 Prometheans. Players eager to try and get a couple of ships here. He's dropping one now. Musameli's turned around and taking an engagement. Is still at it, but Musameli's fighting under static defense fire from the town center, as well as having the same comp with more health. So Squash having to retreat there, while Player now using his centaur to come and harass. So I think he would have had that guy for a little while now, unless he's already lost one and had to make another. He drops the centaur. I suppose it's hard to try and micro on the water as well as on the land. Akaro seems to be pushing Hero back for now though. Big fleet of biremes here. Bearing in mind they are slightly weaker than the triremes. So it looks like Hero is going to have to try and a bit of assistance here from his teammates. So Musameli will help guard what's left of his navy for the time being. I mean, Squash, it's pretty free to push the Swiss boys water here, because in the meanwhile he's trying to push Player and Ikaro if he can. On the land, harass attempt with some Hero Mamilos. One of them going down. Shifted barracks in Temple though, this might be... I wouldn't deny the settlement from going up. Some quick defense here from Musameli. Should have enough to clean this up pretty quickly. There's too many settlers on, too many citizens on it to try and stop that now with what he's got. But the doubling down here from Squash is shifting in more at the moment. The Squash even valoring his Mamilo there. Swiss boy doing the same. So Swiss boy's gonna have to deconstruct these buildings, build them back at home. So Squash is gonna have to replace these buildings back at home, but Swiss boy actually deconstructing one. So this harass from Squash might get cleaned up, but at the same time, on the water here, it does look like topside team is definitely a bit more successful on the water. Fade2 really managed to push UCA off the water for now. Squash has actually nabbed 3 town centers. So Swiss boy, Hero on 2, Muso player, Squash and Ikaro all on 3, so Team UCA is now actually down by 2 town centers. Smelly got a little bit of a navy here, but I don't think it's going to be enough here, so I think Squash definitely has the ship advantage there. Might be time for our players to start building up land armies and getting to the next stage, perhaps. The Swiss boy cleaning up some harassing units there from Squash, but this whole time he's really been buying himself a lot of space. And Ikaro building towards Hero on the other side of the map, so Team F2 might be able to squeeze UCA out of all these side town centers here. Swiss boy is pushing forward with a pretty scary force here. He's got a good number of Prometheans, plenty of Cairo, and a few Mamilo. Hero playing it safe as Ikari. Definitely has the bigger Toxotes ball. So F2 definitely has the luxury of the water economy behind this, but Swiss boys making a bit of a decisive push here. He's going to get this town centre more than likely. Just got some help here from Musameli, but I was going to say you could possibly free him up to go over and help Hero over on this front because it looks like Akaro is going to grab that town center and he'll be moving up to 4 now. Basically pinching a town center off Team UCA at this point. Pinching a settlement. While Swiss Boy will be eager to get this one over here. Player. A lot of military production here just so I can get off a lot of simultaneous units. Replace things as quickly as possible. Caro, 4 town centers. Swiss Boy going to a 3rd now. Really nice shockwave, a lot of units stunned there. So Hoplite Toxotes spam. Beginning from that Greek player. Not really a lot of a need for a wall off here for Swiss Boy, but I'm going to say it's a nice little wall off that Hero's got here because I think he's going to need it, although he's managed to deny an attempt at a fortress from going up there. Kari going to attempt another fortress. Squash player. Attempting to push into Swiss Boy, but Smelly's got a fortress here to back him up. Docks. Pretty much have all been cleared up except for these ones here from Smelly. So I was going to say Arsene and Hero now as well. Or 1 left for Hero as well. Hero's starting to trade while Musamelli's already got his established. Don't know if Swiss Boy's got a marker just yet. Trade. We started here for Akaro and player. A squash. More docks being cleared out here now. We'll say. Player. Forcing Musso and Swiss Boy to have to play a little bit defensive here at the moment. Mythic Age. Being from a few of our players and Karo to push into Hero, who's stuck in heroic against a mythic opponent. It's going to be tough here for him. Karo creeping forward with the fortresses. So Fade2 looking at pushing both sides of the map at the moment. It's going to be a nice unit against Toxotes and the Siege, the Petropolis. Fire Siphon, valuable. Clearing out these structures, and Swiss Boy's still only in Heroic as well. Smelly's managed to get to Mythic, but it looks like all of Team Fade2's managed to get to Mythic Age at this stage. Two of our players from UCA trailing a little bit here. In terms of their technology access and the upgrades that they can potentially have on their units. Vortex. Sorry, not Vortex. So I'll add fire. Implode being used there. Let's say Vortex. Now that was the one that actually shifts your units around. So Town Center fallen here for Hero. And so looks like UCA tapping out there.